Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always coming back. Okay, if you ever think in your life about marriage that your husband will gonna make you happy 100% of the time, you're in for a long thing. Okay, my name is Rosemary. In case you are joining us for the first time, okay, I love making content on marriage, motherhood, and relationship. Yeah, I'm at the bus stop, by the way, waiting for my bus. Okay, I'm going to the market, but this thing has been dropping in my mind. I just thought it why to share it out with you guys. Okay, yeah, if you ever think in your lifetime that your spouse, like husband or your wife, will make you happy 100% of the time, you are in for a long thing. Okay, I started making content on my channel with marriage, relationship, and motherhood. Okay, because I'm a fan of a happy marriage. Okay, I love marriage that thrive on the foundations of Christ. Okay, not like social media marriage that they will come and sugarcoat things. Marriage that thrive on the principles that is laid down by God. So I've read a lot of books as regard to marriage. I also come out on my channel to share one or two things that I feel I know, or that I feel that can help one or two persons as regard to the issue or the challenges they're going through in their marriage. Okay, now I've been making that video not knowing that there will be a time this video will be a kind of a help, a guide to me. Okay, yeah, to me in particular, me that's making that video, because it's one thing to make video, is another thing to put it into work, like practice what they are preaching. Okay, so when I started making that video, but was not staying with my husband, because my husband was staying in Lagos Island while I was staying in Lagos mainland. So our marriage was kind of weekend marriage. Okay, and when we got together like that, we just kind of a time of catching up. We didn't want anything that would make us quarrel. We didn't want anything that would make us not talk to each other. It was always bubbling, like lively and all that. Okay, but guys, in this UK now, about Abi this Japan that brought us together is a different ball game altogether. Okay, that's when I had to go back to some of my video to watch some of the things that I said to make sure I'm not contradicting myself. Okay, now you guys know that back then we were not staying together, and communication was always like a thing for us. Okay, we can communicate over the phone, even though sometimes the tone or the intention of what we want to pass across might be misunderstood because of the voice or the tone with which we said it. Okay, but now we are staying together, and if I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, I'm looking at your body language, I'm looking at your facial expression, I'm looking at all the signs you are making. Okay, yeah, so all those things is something that has to do with communication. Okay, when you are talking to me, did you frown your face? When you are talking to me, did you like bam to fear? When you are talking to me, cheremwaka, something like that. We need to factor all that into place. Okay, so now why I'm saying this thing is that I've come to a point in my life where I realize that it is true when Bible said that is Jehovah God that will make you happy 100% of the time. Okay, because there will be some time that your partner, your spouse will do something, you just be like, what? How did I land here? How, in fact, why did I marry this man that is not considerate, or why did I marry this woman that is not considerate? Okay, and another thing I want to say is that as I went back to my old videos to make reference to all the things I've been saying so far as regard to myself. Okay, myself, I'm talking to myself, because when we miss your more like this, as you guys are seeing me, I can be bent on something, like very stubborn, and say that so it took me time, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to come out here and ramble and tell you guys that I saw it, I started practicing it immediately. If I'm being sincere, it took me time, and it took the help of the Holy Spirit for that kind of thing to assimilate in this my head. Okay, yeah, that brings me to the point to say that you cannot change anybody. Okay, you cannot change anybody. I know a lot of time that I feel that, oh, I know my husband, he will do this for me, blah blah blah. At his own time, he will take his time and do it. No matter what you want to say, he will tell you that, okay, I've heard you. At his own time, he will do it, and sometimes he will not do it. Okay, so the only thing I had to do, I think there's a place I said in my video that prayer is very, very important. I had to go back to my altar, like I had to go back to Bethel, my secret place, to start inquiring, start asking the Holy Spirit for help, asking the Holy Spirit for direction, because it's only God that can direct us in this institution called marriage, to be honest with you guys. Okay, it is not something that you do with gara gara, like I know it all, I've read 1,001 million books as regard to this issue, marriage, blah blah blah. It's still God. So I went back to my secret place. I started telling God to break me, like break me to have a heart of forgiving. See, I forgive, oh, I forgive people, but it pains a lot. I don't know about you. It pains a lot if somebody do something to me, I might forgive the person and let go. But once the pain is coming from somebody that I love, like my husband or my daughter or my brother or my sister, the pain, like, on a day times double. You guys, please pardon the noise, okay? I'm on the road waiting for my boss. So I went back to my secret place. I started asking the Holy Spirit to break me, like this stronghold that the devil is trying to use to penetrate my marriage, stronghold of unforgiveness, break it and shatter it in my home, okay? So it started working. Like, one thing is to ask God, another thing is for him to do, okay? And trust that he would do it. Definitely will do it. But are you willing to trust and trust the process, okay? Because it's not something that you ask today and you expect to see the result tomorrow, okay? So like I was saying, I went back to altars, to my secret place. I started praying for my marriage because I'm a fan of good marriage. I don't want to hear that Nkema Yasa go. You want Yasa in Jesus' name, okay? See, my husband is not a troublesome person, no. Like, he doesn't even talk. If you meet him, Guinea or 1 hour, say he might not even talk to you. It's not like he's angry. That's just him, okay? So I kind of went back to my secret prayer to ask God for strength, to ask God for mercy, to ask God for a better way to communicate better with my husband, a more perfect way to settle quarrel, a more perfect way to handle issues, a more perfect way to handle our finance and all that, okay? And see, guys, sincerely, if I'm being honest with you guys, it has been an amazing journey, okay? It has been an amazing journey. And I know that sometimes we drift apart. It happens. That's what makes us human, okay? And glory be to God that we are human, because Bible said that the strength of God is made manifest in our weakness. In those weak areas of our life, that's when his strength will manifest, okay? Now, as I went back to my prayer, like I'm saying, like, it kind of helped me to understand that, okay, you did not marry an angel. The person you got married to is a human being, okay? You don't expect him to be perfect 100% of the time. As you are forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, also extend that forgiving spirit or forgiving hand to your husband, okay? I'm changing hand because my hand is paining me. Also extend that forgiving spirit to your husband, okay? Some people will forgive their pastor, forgive their church member, forgive their choir master, but they won't forgive their spouse. The one they share the same bed with. I am not understanding it, okay? Charity begins at home. And this is me coming out here to tell you guys that it's not as if we are better, it's not as if we are gotten there, but there are some things now that if it happens or if it's happening, I'll just overlook it, okay? My husband has done something to me that if I reason, I'll just be like, that's why you're a human being, you're not God. I know I did not marry an angel, okay? And it doesn't end there. I'll take it to God in prayer. I'll just be like, God, even though I might not know how to communicate it better to him so that there will not be quarrel, because I'm a fan of peace. I love peace at home, okay? I like house and I'll still take it up to God and ask God to please minister to him, change his mind. If this is what you want him to do, glory be to God. But if not, change his mind, okay? Now, as I'm telling you guys all these things, I'm learning now to separate the issue from the person, okay? For the fact that he did something does not mean that this is who he is. Like, for the fact that he did something does not mean that I will not have to capitalize on it and all that, because he's human, number one, okay? He's human being, number one. So I just have to separate the issue from him. Like, this is what we are tackling, this issue now. This thing that you did is what I don't like, okay? We tackle it, we settle it, and we move on with our life, okay? Do not neglect the place of prayer. Even as a wife, have a personal relationship with God, have a personal connection with your maker, because it kind of help you to connect better. It will kind of help you. Some things that you are finding difficult to do or achieve, you feel that divine help will just come from nowhere, okay? Yeah, guys, my boss is coming and I want to wrap this video here. This is just what I want to share with you guys, okay? Marrying and staying together is a different thing from marrying and staying separately. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section, okay? Because I really like to know your thoughts in the comment section, okay? As regards to marriage, I want to know, okay? See you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.